I realize we put our lives on the line. There's blood, sweat, and tears. See, a lot of y'all sit behind a computer and write about us fighters.
What the hell is going on with Floyd Mayweather, man?
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A was talking about he was bankrupt.
Floyd's broke. You gotta understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
In a surprising moment that grabbed headlines across the boxing world, Floyd Mayweather faced tough questions during a live press conference. The spotlight was on him as rumors about possible bankruptcy took center stage. Known for showing off his wealth both in and out of the ring, Mayweather didn't stay quiet. Slamming his fist on the podium, he shouted, "It's all lies." The room fell silent as his words echoed. Reporters kept pushing for answers, asking about leaked financial records and claims that his fortune might not be as solid as it seems.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this place.
The heated press conference was just the start of a bigger story about Floyd Mayweather's finances. Even though he strongly denied the bankruptcy rumors, doubts have continued to grow. One major incident added fuel to the fire. A group of employees at a Mayweather-branded gym in Los Angeles staged a protest, claiming they hadn't been paid.
Hard work, dedication, no pay.
Stop plugging in this radio.
Hard work, dedication, no. Hard work, dedication, no pay. Literally slavery. Dedication, no pay. No pay. Hard work, dedication, no pay. Hey, police. No, this for real. No.
Hey, shit.
No pay.
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work,
Dedication.
no pay.
Adding to the speculation, Mayweather recently sold off several multi-million-dollar properties, sparking more questions about his financial health. In response, he posted a video on social media showcasing his real estate portfolio across the U.S. He explained that he's shifting focus from luxury homes to income-generating properties like commercial skyscrapers, and highlighted his partnerships with major real estate companies.
Floyd Money Mayweather is at it again. This time, not in the ring, but in the real estate market. The undefeated boxing champ just sold his Miami Beach mansion for a jaw-dropping $22 million. Let's break down the numbers and see why Floyd's still living up to his nickname. Mayweather originally bought this stunning waterfront property in 2021 for $18 million. Fast forward 3 years and he's walking away with a cool $4 million profit. Not bad, right? And here's a fun twist. The buyer is taking on a $13 million mortgage, which comes with monthly payments of nearly $99,000. Now, let's talk about the mansion itself. It's a 3-story masterpiece, spanning over 9,000 square feet with 9 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. But the amenities? Next level, a 5,000 square foot rooftop with panoramic views.
During a 2017 press conference promoting his fight with Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather took a bold step to shut down rumors about his finances. He pulled out an uncashed $100 million check, his guaranteed earnings from the 2015 bout with Manny Pacquiao, claiming it as proof of his financial stability. Mayweather stated that he had already paid $26 million in taxes to the IRS for 2015 and dismissed ongoing concerns about his wealth. However, reports later revealed that he had asked the IRS for a temporary delay in payments due to cash flow issues and eventually settled a tax debt of over $6.6 million for 2017.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather, the MMA, the UFC.
I didn't know Conor McGregor was undefeated. I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I guess you guys telling me something new. If you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA.
Well, do you
I mean, if you say he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made 300 million in one night? Have you ever made 100 million in one night? Have you ever made 70 million in one night? So, as far as trying to say that he's the Floyd Mayweather of MMA, I mean, it's okay to just to say it, but it's not true. I'm a legend, a living legend. You know, I gave just sport of boxing. I gave years and years of hard work. It was blood, sweat, and tears. I had a tremendous team. I had a tremendous run. I think that it's time for if Conor McGregor need to go out there and do what he do. But never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect. I mean, once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large you don't even see ants.
Mayweather's shift from pretty boy to Money Mayweather was a smart, deliberate move. By leaning into his flashy image and playing the villain, he grabbed attention and stirred emotions. His bold trash talk and over-the-top displays of wealth weren't just for show. They were part of a strategy to build hype and boost pay-per-view numbers. Whether people loved him or wanted to see him lose, they tuned in, and they paid to watch.
They were brittle. It's believed to be genetic because his dad broke his hand and his uncle broke his hand. Yeah, they were all boxers and them boys could throw hands. But that does not mean he had it easy. You see, his dad sold a bunch of stuff and his mom did a bunch of stuff. So to escape his traumatic childhood, all he would do is train day in and day out. He said, I had to take care of my mom. But he trained so much because it's all he knew that his hands started to hurt. Now, during a match, he breaks his hand. It turns out that both of his hands were severely injured. They told him, Floyd, you not boxing anymore. He said, nah, I'm finna box. They said, no, you're not hearing me. The problem is you already beat everybody your size. Listen, Floyd had a bigger issue. He needed to start boxing people that were way bigger than him because everybody his size couldn't hang with him. So if his hands were breaking against smaller guys, against bigger guys, he better have no arms. So Mayweather's team said we need to switch things up. This dude, Mayweather's promoter, said switch things. What not? Everything's saying the same, stupid. He said unless y'all got $750K to exit your contract, it's done. Mayweather said here. He said what? I don't pay you that much. Mayweather said I've been saving up for this day. He said, oh, okay, big dog, you got it. So they devised a plan. Go from pretty boy to Money. See, pretty boy loved to throw hands, but Money was a defensive specialist. In fact, he's easily considered as the greatest defensive boxer of all time. But that wasn't the only reason he changed his name. Look at that man's face. See, Mayweather was known to talk smack and aggravate people, but this made things even worse because now he's blocking and running away. So people was like, you doing all this talking, but you running. As he's moving away, he's throwing in some hits here and there. And before you know, when the fight's over, he lands so many more hits that he always wins. So people would always say, Mayweather, you boring. You not throwing hands for real. But his reply was always, nah, do something about it. So people lost it. They started paying to see him lose. But this strategy was none other than Muhammad Ali's strategy. In his words, he would talk so much trash that people would pay to see him lose. And they would get disappointed every time. So they would come back next time and spend some more money. But the only person winning is Muhammad Ali. So this turns Mayweather into one of the richest athletes of all time. Why? Because of his brittle hands.
In multiple public interviews, Mayweather has confidently, some say arrogantly, called himself the greatest boxer of all time, often pointing to his undefeated record as proof. However, not everyone agrees. Some critics have suggested, without concrete evidence, that he may have used performance-enhancing drugs during his career. While these allegations remain unproven, they continue to surface in debates about his legacy, adding to the controversy that surrounds him.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. That's why they outlawed it.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather was on PEDs the entire time?
Oh my goodness, I'm so surprised.
You know, you saw it for they gave you a TUE.
I mean, with any fighters, some fighters take Pedialytes. Let me go touch on the subject.
Just rehydrate.
When a fighter's
I mean,
well, my question is this:
because my urine, my urine was dark, extremely dark.
For him to test less than 1%, less than 1, something is wrong.
Floyd, what are your thoughts on testosterone replacement therapy? Do you know anything about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Testosterone replacement therapy, you haven't heard of it? Let's talk about the juice.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Floyd Mayweather has consistently promoted a lifestyle focused on enjoying wealth in the moment. In a 2015 interview, he said, "Everything you've got to own costs money. Everything you do costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free." He stressed that money is meant to be spent, not saved, and that he finds joy in giving his family a life of comfort. While he views his spending as a well-earned reward, critics argue it shows a lack of concern for long-term financial planning.
But you throw a lot of money around, don't you?
Why not? You can't take it with you. I mean, there's no Brent trucks pulling up at no funeral home. So, I mean, you gotta be able to enjoy your money, but make your money work for you.
Carpe diem, seize the day, live every day.
Absolutely.
That's Floyd Mayweather's strategy.
My strategy is to, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. No matter how you look at it, just because I may wear a diamond necklace or a big diamond ring, because another guy he wear a ring on his ring finger, and he's no better than I am. He's doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's just sweeping his dirt under the rug, and mine is out in the open.
Money doesn't make people happy, but you've got a hell of a lot of it. And are you happy?
Am I happy? Absolutely. I'm happy because my children are happy. I'm happy because my mom is happy. I'm not happy because of the money, because I was happier when I didn't have the money.
Floyd Mayweather often brushes off criticism by saying it comes from jealousy. In a 2022 interview, he asked, "When you say I'm jealous of somebody, there has to be a reason. Like, what is the reason?" He backed up his point by highlighting his accomplishments, proudly stating, "I still have all my buildings in New York City. I have 100 cars paid for. I have 30 houses paid for." For Mayweather, his success speaks for itself.
Okay, that's the best fight in the calendar, but then Mayweather and Conor McGregor, just their personalities, they came with this crazy energy and a press tour, and it just diverted attention away. So he has done it before, but now he's being accused of doing it to his own fighter by the fighter himself, possibly, because again, it was subliminal, and then that's what people are thinking. So Floyd responds to this, and he says, "As far as me being jealous of anyone, and I'm not talking about my fighters, I mean, God has truly blessed me and put me in a position to be able to give back to my fighters. If giving back is jealousy, then that's what it is. Fighters and individuals are going to feel like they want to feel. And my job is to always be a bigger person and continue to stay positive and push for my fighters to be great." So you see right there, Floyd Mayweather decided to take the high road.
Floyd Mayweather's bold display of wealth and self-confidence has always been a key part of his image. He sees his luxurious lifestyle as a well-earned reward, once saying, "I fought my way from poverty to the top. I deserve to live an incredible lifestyle." His financial success is no accident. It's the result of careful planning, smart branding, and sharp business decisions. Beyond boxing, Mayweather has built a powerful investment portfolio. In 2024, he made his biggest move yet by teaming up with 601 companies on a $10 billion office real estate deal, covering 18 buildings and 10 million square feet in major cities like New York and Chicago. This major investment highlights his serious push to grow his empire far beyond the ring.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
In March 2025, Mayweather expanded his business reach into the health and wellness sector with a $30 million equity investment in Plus Brand Industries Incorporated, a company known for its focus on healthy living and tech-driven consumer products. The deal made him a major minority shareholder and also brought him on board as the company's new creative director, signaling his hands-on role in shaping its future direction and growth.
Mayweather is on an absolute real estate buying spree. I'm honestly having kind of a hard time keeping up with all this. Just listen to some of these headlines. All of these were posted just in the last 8 days alone. Floyd Mayweather lands $402 million deal to buy over 60 buildings in New York City. Mayweather puts $100 million in $3 billion JV. Mayweather buying a stake in former Versace mansion in Miami Beach. I knew this guy was rich, and it's no secret that he's been doing some big real estate deals lately, but he's absolutely on a roll right now. Different sources give different numbers, but Floyd's net worth is estimated to be as high as $1.5 billion, which makes him one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. Because of that, he's owned massive mansions in Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, and Miami over the years.
Boxing icon Mike Tyson once remarked that Floyd Mayweather is a little too into himself, implying that his attitude can seem more arrogant than confident. Others have echoed this sentiment, pointing out that Mayweather's constant flaunting of his wealth, especially during times when many people are struggling financially, can come across as tone-deaf or insensitive.
What lessons do you think Pacquiao and Mayweather could learn from you in terms of life away from the ring?
Well, Floyd seems to be going through some stuff like me right now, you know, like realizing no one's his friend and everybody's probably, even though I even hate to say it, because maybe everybody's kind of a little jealous of him, you know, because he is Floyd Mayweather. I know these other guys got their money, but this guy is the champ of the world, you know. It's hard to compete with that. So he's pretty big on those scales as far as on the celebrity scale. So he's gonna realize what life is all about and what friends are all about, and realize that we only have a few of them. And sometimes they're the only ones we got. They may not be the ones we want, but they're the ones we have. You know, sometimes we want to have glorious, glamorous friends, but they don't want to be our friends. So sometimes we have to deal with the hand that we were dealt with and accept the friends that we have.
In an interview, Floyd Mayweather spoke about feeling misunderstood by the public and the media. He said that many people form opinions about him based on rumors or surface-level impressions, without really knowing his background. Mayweather also opened up about his relationship with his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., admitting it was complicated but ultimately influential. He credited his father's tough love and intense training for shaping him into the disciplined, undefeated fighter he became. He also reflected on his few amateur losses, each by just 1 point, which he said only fueled his determination to work harder and succeed in the professional ring. Floyd Mayweather's financial mindset and public persona are undeniably bold and unapologetic. He believes in spending freely as a reward for his success and sees his wealth as proof of his hard work and smart business moves. There's no denying he's made impressive investments and built a massive empire beyond boxing. That said, some argue he could benefit from showing more restraint, especially in a world where many are struggling financially. His flashy spending and public bragging can come off as out of touch or even disrespectful to some. So what do you think? Is Mayweather just enjoying the fruits of his labor, or should he be more financially cautious and low-key? Drop your thoughts in the comments.